looks like we are live. You have to bear with my baggy sweater today and no makeup. I just decided to go live because I don't know if I'm going to have a video for Friday because it's just been one of those weeks. And I thought that we would finish this Alice piece that I'm working on here and yeah, just go from there. It says the stream is healthy, which is pretty good. And so let's just get right into it. I hope you can hear me okay. Hi, Pell Mooney, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I know I'm not supposed to be streaming on YouTube anymore. I know it's supposed to be switched over to Twitch, but Twitch is not very friendly to me at the moment, so I thought I would pop back over here on YouTube. Hope you're able to hear and see me okay. Alright. Just gonna open this up. Bear with me a moment here. Just want to make sure I got everything up so I can see that the stream is going okay. Stream quality is good. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so basically I'm just working on this Alice piece right here, and it's going to be for the Patreon reward for last month. I'm wearing one of my boyfriend's hockey sweaters. So you'll have to bear with the bagginess. I'm sorry I wasn't able to come to any of the Twitch streams. I wasn't getting any notifications, and I can hear you perfect. And don't worry too much about the Twitch streams. Apparently other people weren't getting notifications either, so it is not your fault, and I appreciate that you're here today. We're going to stream for a little bit anyway and see what happens. There might be a little bit of a lag in the stream, and I have a little bit of a cough, so if I have to clear my throat, I apologize for that as well. But yeah, this is the... sorry, here we go. We're starting already. This is the Alice piece that I've been working on for the Patreon sticker for, I guess, that's sent out in April, but it's technically for the March rewards. So this is pretty much what I'm going to be working on. I still have a little bit of work to do on the mushrooms, and I'm thinking about putting the Cheshire Cat face up in the clouds or up in the sky somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet or not, but, and I have a little bit of work that I want to do on the apron, and then I'm calling it done because I've spent a whole whack load of time working on this already. I know it's not a very good angle for my face here, and my working. I have to work with what I have, so so basically I'm just using this picture I have over right here, and I am just, you know, kind of roughing what this picture looks like to get kind of an idea over here. I kind of like the way that this one right here is going, but I still have a little bit of work left to do on these, and I'm trying to do like the underglow, and I haven't done that before, so I'm really trying to figure out how to do that properly. So that's where that's going. So I figured I'd stream for a little bit, just in case, like I said, just in case I didn't have a video for tomorrow, and at least there'd be something on the channel for some people to watch. So Twitch has not been going well for me. I've been finding that it's just, whenever I go in, the stream just keeps crashing, or it's just buffering all the time, and no one's able to see anything, and it's just very, very confusing and frustrating for me, because I'm trying to sit down and do some artwork, and most of the time I can't do it because I'm spending so much time picking at the stream. So I kind of figured, well, if YouTube is not causing me that problem at the moment, I'll come back and stream on YouTube for just a little bit longer and go from there. This mushroom is a little bit blurrier than it's supposed to be. But it's in the background, so I guess it doesn't really matter a whole lot. It's just I wish the line was a little bit more crisp going around. So how is everything where you are? Is everything back to normal yet, or is it kind of still up in the air? No, things here are getting a little bit more hectic, but it's expected. I hate the fact that you can see my head in a part of the screen, and I apologize for the glare. Let's see, let's see, let's see. There's a shadow on this arm here, and that's not supposed to be there. I think it's coming from the hair. It is. I'm still learning how to use Procreate too, so this is kind of really the second biggest piece that I've done in Procreate. And I know there's some issues with it and there's some flaws and everything, but I really like how the piece is turning out. So let's go back down to... The bad thing is I have 19 layers to work with, and while that may be good to some people, I feel like it's not enough. And I don't have an iPad Pro. I'm not lucky enough for that. Again, I haven't announced that I'm streaming on YouTube. The only way you're going to see me is if you have notifications set on YouTube. I'm hunching over and I can't help it. We're on complete lockdown. No shops are open, but the supermarkets and pharmacies are delivering everything and are letting a few people in at a time. So that's so not that great at the minute here. No, it's kind of like that here as well. Grocery stores, they have, you know, everything is taped off with plastic, and what else? You're only allowed to have so many people go in the store at a time, and I actually haven't been out of the house in over a week now. Well, I've been in the yard, but like I haven't gone shopping or anything. My husband is done work as of today, so he's been still going out and grabbing things. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, and apparently it's supposed to get a little bit worse before it gets better. So we'll see where that goes. You can take it one day at a time. Oops, I did one. Oh my goodness, wrong thing. The main thing is that if you're here, that means you're still safe and you're still healthy. So, and we're still safe and healthy, so that's the main thing, right? I'm sure everybody can get through it. Just gotta stay positive. I know there's a light brush in Procreate, but I'm trying not to. I don't want to call it cheating, but in some cases it is cheating. Saying that the stream is throwing a bit of a fit there, so I hope you're still able to see. I think there should be like a bit of a shadow on here. So where's my shadow? I got layers all over the place. Yeah, I was really excited to go over and stream on Twitch, and then it's like, well, if you're going to be causing this kind of a problem for me all the time, then what is the purpose? Oops. I do have Clip Studio Paint on my computer over there as well, but I find that I've gotten myself used to working with Procreate, and it's just easier for me to do things. Where's the... right here. The problem with this mushroom is I don't like the edge of it down there. Like, I mean, I don't mind the way that it looks. Otherwise, it's just something about this curve right here that's really bothering me. And the other good side of it is that we have plenty of time to draw. That is so true. Even though I start schoolwork tomorrow, Twitch doesn't work for everyone, sadly. No, it does not. Twitch was it was really frustrating me to the point that I was going to take my DSLR down and not even stream at all. I apologize, I'm not constantly looking over here at the camera. It's hard to keep twisting and turning a lot. But yeah, I just, like I said, if it's going to cause that much of a problem, I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to go in down here and draw in some of these little black lines, I think, oh, I still have a layer left. That's good. Just to go in and add some of that in down here. I actually have been drawing a lot. Whoops, what am I doing? A lot less in the past little while because I keep looking up all the updates for what's going on in my area. So it takes my focus away from what it is that I'm doing, and that's horrible. But this is due to be in the mail, so I need to get it finished, and I've been staying up late the past couple nights trying to get it done. So for those of you that are possibly just joining, this is what we're working on here in the stream today. We're doing an Alice piece. So yeah, I figured I would just put a little bit of this at the end of this one. I know it's supposed to be a smaller mushroom, but we can make things up as we go. Doesn't have to look just like the reference. These are supposed to be actually like the little curls up underneath the mushroom. That's supposed to give underneath. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know any like mushroom anatomy or anything like that. I hope the stream doesn't drop out too much. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some of this dark purple from this one just so I can tie in the two mushrooms. And I'm going to go back down to this layer because I have it locked already. Just put a bit of this down at the end, just try to tie in the two colors. I kind of like the darkness underneath anyway compared to the light. I feel like underneath should have been a little bit darker anyway, so I think that looks a bit better. This is going to be only a small sticker, so I don't know even why I'm so worried about all of the details, because once it's printed it's going to be like 4x4-ish. It's probably going to be a little bit longer than it is wide, and I want to do this dark circle around the outside, like some kind of like a frame, and put some like intricate lines around it or something to make it look so that it's not just a black circle, I guess. But I still have this one over here to do. But I just want to go back in and put some of this glowing color back on here again. If you're coming here looking for how-tos on how to use Procreate and stuff, this is not the right place to be. Because I'm just messing around and hoping for the best. I want to use some white and put this down. I'm going to go in and make some of these like, that's a bit too big. So I don't know what everybody else has been doing, but for the past week we've watched quite a few movies. And the most recent, what did we watch last night? We watched Deep Impact. Our 13-year-old hasn't seen that movie before, so we kind of, I think, scared her a little bit last night, and we let her watch that. And it's just, it's crazy how some of the things they talked about in the movie kind of pertains to what's happening now, even though it's a totally different scenario. But the people hoarding things and all that stuff, it was kind of, it was very relatable. We don't talk about everything in front of the kid, but she is well aware of what's going on in the world. And, you know, so... And my husband hasn't seen the movie in a while, and I kind of got tired of watching Marvel movies. I'm like, let's watch something that I like watching, and let's just watch that. So we did, and so that's what we watched last night. I don't like how that's looking. I think that looks a little bit better, just to taper that off just a little bit more down there. So it kind of looks like the bottom of the mushroom, maybe. That looks a little bit better, I think. I wasn't even going to stream today, but I was like, who cares? And I was like really, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Such as viewers will experience buffering. That is awesome. That is awesome. Everything seems to be going okay from what I'm seeing here, so I mean, the stream can't be too bad. Let me know if the quality is really poor. The internet hasn't been that great here either, with I think so many people being home and everybody using the internet service. They've slowed down the speed a little bit, I think, and I'm not really getting the full amount of speed that I should be getting for the internet. I never do anyway, but it just seems like now it's a little bit worse than usual. I'm going to go back into this layer right here and add some of these black lines underneath in here. Make sure I'm still on the right. That's not working. Why is that not working? I haven't had any buffering since the beginning. Perfect. So maybe my computer is just being a pain in the rear. So you're working on any art projects today, or are you just chilling and watching YouTube? Why are you not allowing me to draw? Because I'm using the wrong thing. Get with it. Get with it. Anyway, back to the movies. We've watched Journey to the Center of the Earth, the first one, and the second one as well. And we watched some of the Avengers movies over again. My husband and I, at the end of the night, will go and while we're chilling, we'll watch a few episodes of Friends. We've watched the entire season, 10 seasons, twice before. But we just, with everything going on, we just wanted to have something a little less serious, I guess. So, and we watch Daddy's Home and movies like that. Something that everyone can enjoy. Some of the movies that we like to watch, of course, the kid can't watch. I keep calling her the kid. I don't know if I should be naming names here on YouTube anymore. Um, but she tends to like some of the stuff that we watch, but there are some things that we won't allow her to watch. So kind of gotta make it family friendly most of the time. And it's really hard for her too now because she's not getting out and seeing her friends, so she's home more often. So trying to, like I said, make everything more family friendly. I'm gonna do the bottom of this mushroom dark like I did the other one. That's probably a bit too much. I did find some, oh, and there's the leg. I did find some music that can be played over on Twitch that's supposed to be, copyright free. So I'm gonna see if I'm allowed to play that stuff on YouTube as well, because if it's, like royalty free or whatever music on one site, maybe it is on another, like on another platform. So hopefully we can work that into a stream. I've been working on my folklore project the last few days, but drawing hasn't been working out today, so I'm just taking a break from it and watching some live streams. Sometimes you need to take a break. I started this piece here. Excuse me. I started this piece here like 3 weeks ago, and I'm still working on it because every time that I would go in there, and work on it, I would get frustrated with it because, like I said, I'm still new to working with Procreate. So, any movie suggestions that are on Netflix? There's nothing really on YouTube. My go-to are usually like disaster movies. That's kind of what I like to watch. My husband, on the other hand, he's into like comic stuff. Like the Marvel movies and things like that. So it really depends on what it is that you're looking for. A lot of people are raving about this friggin' Tiger King crap, and we have decided that we're not even going to attempt to watch it because it sounds horrible. So I don't know if if that's something that you may or may not be interested in, but we will not be watching it. But yeah, it really depends on what kind of movie genre that you're really interested in. Anything for me, like with I like horror movies as well if they're not gory. If they're like spooky movies, I like watching that, but I don't like watching like very gory movies. That's a little bit too much for me. But yeah, like I said, it really depends on what you're into. Whoops, I just undid everything. What's going on? I should have my glove on. I think that's about where I was. I think Netflix here in Canada is not as good as Netflix elsewhere either, because I know way back when you could use a VPN to access the Netflix in the States, they used to get a ton better movies than what we would get here in Canada. So even from there in Ireland, where you are, even you probably have different things to watch than what we have here. Even with Prime, we signed up for Amazon Prime, and when we actually went into after we signed up and went into the movies, some of the movies that were listed that made us want to join up wasn't even there because they were only for Americans, and that was a bit of a disappointment, but it's expected, I guess. We've watched the the Harry Potter movies quite a few times as well, to the point where it's just let's not watch that again. I know a lot of people probably say, well, it's Harry Potter and they're good movies, but there's only so many times you can watch Harry Potter before they actually do get a little bit, I'm gonna say sickening. I'm probably gonna get told off for that, but it is what it is. I don't like how the top of this mushroom is working out. This one over here looks a lot nicer compared to this one. I'm gonna try to bring in some of this purple too, just so it kind of looks a little cohesive. And then I need to bring some, whoops. No, I don't want to undo the painting. Where's my glove? I don't like using this thing when I'm working on the tablet, but it'll stop me from messing up what I already have done. Okay, what was I doing? See, I've got myself sidetracked already. Okay, so I want to bring some of this pink right here over on this one. Just trying to tie everything in. Again, there's probably a bunch of different ways to be able to do this, but I'm kind of just doing things how I see that works for me. It may not work for somebody else. So yeah, as I was saying, a couple of years ago, I did a video here on YouTube where my husband, he was my fiance, boyfriend, or whatever at the time, we sat down and we did a Pictionary type thing. And might be kind of cool to do something like that again while this whole quarantine thing is on the go and he's actually home and has a bit of spare time. If you guys are interested in us doing something like that, you can, if you're watching this at a later date, you can let me know down in the comment section. I'm sure there'll be a couple people coming in and watching the live stream after it's over. I wanted to say hi to all the new subscribers as well. I think I've gone up about 20 subscribers in the past couple of weeks, so that's kind of cool. Always grateful to have people around. We don't really get anything on our Netflix either compared to other countries or on Prime. We didn't even have Amazon in Ireland, so we have to use the UK one. So I only get the shipping and the video. Well, the bad thing is we're paying for Prime here, but because we're on an island, we don't get the 2-day shipping. Even when I was living in Manitoba, which is on in Western Canada, we paid for Prime there as well. But because we were so remote and like we were 10 hours away from the nearest city, they wouldn't give us a 2-day shipping there either. So it was just, and at that point in time, we didn't realize that we would get the video with it as well. So yeah, we kind of got rid of it after a while because we didn't think that it was useful for us. That is not what I want to do. That's the worst thing about, not the worst thing, I guess, is one of the bad things about being on an island is you're kind of remote from everything else, but we're a lot happier living where we are than living in Manitoba because there's just, I guess, more opportunity in some ways here, and we're a lot happier as a family as well compared to what we were. I think I need to get rid of this shadow right here because it doesn't make sense. Because if it's illuminating underneath, then all of that would be bright, right? There wouldn't be a shadow down there, so it kind of doesn't make sense. And because this one is here, let's work on this just a little bit more. Like I said, I just have these mushrooms here left to finish, and work a little bit on the apron here, and then that's pretty much I'm calling it done. Then I just have to print it. Excuse me. I have a really bad allergies and sinus issues at the moment, and it's not nice. I don't know why this is showing up. It's glowing in there. I hope the colors make sense. I kind of, I had the background a lot darker at one point in time, but then you couldn't see the bow in the hair, and the hair, I was just winging it. So I hope that it looks good, and I only have one patron right now, so I hope she's gonna like it. I just have to step out of frame here for a moment. Alright. I figured if I had to sit down and work on this, I might as well just record myself doing it, I suppose. Yeah, the stream is a little bit behind. So I like where the top of this one is at the moment, but I think I want to... I keep going back and forth. I'm horrible. I can't work in one spot. So I think this one is okay the way it is, except for I had to work on this under part right here. Wow, the stream is really, really far behind. At least by 30 seconds or more, so I apologize if it takes me a while to get things. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. It's a chill stream, so you can come and go as you please. So let's work on the underneath of this. I want to grab... I think I'm going to just close this because I kind of... Come on. There we go. I kind of want to go off of this, this under... whatever that's called, underneath the mushroom over on that side. I kind of want to bring that into play over here. And again, I'm starting to not like this little black. I'm very picky, and it shouldn't be because it's only... You're not going to see it once it's, you know, to the size of what it's going to be printed as, but it's just, I know it's there, and I have the need to make it better. So, yeah. Alright. Underneath over here. Okay. So, we're gonna pull this color here first. And go to this layer. That seems very, very vibrant. I think it's kind of neat to have the illumination underneath. Again, I wish I knew how to get rid of this glare that's on the screen. I don't have anything that I could actually like hook my tablet up to the computer and like stream directly from it. That would be great if I could do something like that, but I'm so slow at doing digital work, I'm not even sure if people would want to stick around for that. You can see how slow going I am right here. I may have to go back in and work on this one a little bit more. Okay, underneath. So I need to pick this color in here. I was saying earlier, I'm just jumping all over the place here. I do have, why are you not working? Clip Studio Paint on the computer that I could use, but I don't know how to use that program a whole lot, and I find that this is easier to work with. I'm hoping this is making a little bit of sense. I want to bring some more of this. That might be a little bit too much. I use Procreate so often now that sometimes when I'm working on a piece of paper, I try tapping my fingers to undo something. Oh, it's horrible. I'm gonna go over and pull this color. Put some of that there, and I want it on this layer as well. Like I said, I don't know if I'm doing this the right way, but I don't think there's really a right and wrong way of doing things, I guess. It is what it is. I need this darker orange right there because I'm losing this. There we go. Losing that background there just a little bit. I tend to blend, a lot as well. I don't know if if there's a need for it, but I do. I blend quite a bit. Make sure I'm on the right layer. I like the fact that I can turn the screen here too if I need to. And I find that it's a little bit harder working when you're working on like the Huion. Kind of want the mushrooms to look like they could be shiny, maybe. I don't like the way that looks though. So I've been struggling to find some things to watch on YouTube past little while. If anyone has any suggestions on people to watch, you can leave them in the comment section down below if you'd like. I've been watching Emily Harvey Art and Lula Rocks, and of course the usuals like Bailey J, and I've watched a few of Danica Sills vlogs and videos. Well, she doesn't vlog, but she does videos. And I've been trying to find a few other people to watch. But I find that YouTube is not really recommending people that I would watch. And I don't like studio vlogs where nobody talks. I like people talking in the vlogs. Because that's the whole point of watching them. So when I don't mind like intermittent music or whatever, but I don't like it when I have to constantly watch the screen. Maybe I kind of like where people make it sound like a podcast type thing. I don't know. like Minnie Smalls videos. Like if I want to not even look at what she's doing, I can still listen to her videos, and she talks about a lot of interesting things and what have you. So I like vlogs like that. But if you're just gonna stand there and like package orders for 30 minutes and you don't talk and there's just music, like I probably I can almost guarantee that I'll click off of that. Yeah, that's just, it's not my thing. I think I'm talking to myself now. I don't think there's anybody in the stream. Well, that's okay. I kind of like how this glow is on this mushroom down here, but I can't do it on this one over here because there's neither mushroom looming over it. So that's kind of staying like that. There's just something about the bottom of this mushroom that's really bothering me, and I can't seem to figure out what it is, unless it's because maybe I don't have the bottom of it dark enough. Let's see if, I don't know, there's just something about it that's bothering me. And I'm not sure how to fix it. It could be the shape of the mushroom too. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of like how this one turned out after. Yeah, this one over here just seems very weird. But if I did something to the back and made it curve around like this so it just didn't look as awkward. So let's go up and pull. I don't know, that could work possibly. I'd have to change a couple things here, but maybe that shape makes a little bit more sense. Sorry if I'm making anyone sick by zooming in and out all the time, but I kind of have to do it. See, that's not the same color that I used up there. And that means that this would change. Would carry on over that way, so I can fix that. I don't know, I think that may have fixed it a little bit. So let's go and fix this right here. Yeah, I think that that kind of does it a little bit for me there. And we need to go down, whoops, down this one. That's not the layer I need, it's this layer. Or maybe not. Let's, okay. kind of adds a little bit to it, I guess. I want to add some more of this purple to the bottom. Just gonna make all of this. What did I do? There we go. As usual, I find it hard to find things to chat about, so if anyone has any questions. Yeah, I like that little hanging bit of the back showing through there. I think that was a better idea, but I think I want to fix it just, oh, come on, just a little bit. There, so now it looks like it's actually going around the back of the mushroom. I don't have a whole lot of the orange color down in the bottom part of this mushroom down here, so maybe I should add a bit of that in. Just like that. I think the mushrooms are done. Now that I have these done like this, and there's something about this one up here that's bothering me, but I think I'm just going to leave that one alone. I think I'm going to leave it alone. I think overall it's turning out pretty good. What I didn't notice is that some of the eyebrow is missing here, so that's not a good thing. So I guess I gotta go and fix that. And there's something going on with the eye as well. And again, you know, once it's printed off, you're not gonna see it, but I feel like I need to fix it. She's not your typical Alice, that's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to step away from the mushrooms for a little bit. Step away from the mushrooms. Okay, so let's go and fix this issue up in here with the eyeballs. Where is one? Yeah, so it's just a simple fact of just some blending that needs to take place. I think I want to do some studies on some eyes as well, eventually, because I want to get better at doing eyes. And I really like the effect too when you're doing a character and you leave the eyeballs either like a black hole, I guess, or you make it look as if they're somewhat blind. I like the way that that looks as well. Kind of adds to it adds a neat effect. You need something? Okay. What is... Okay, I know that I usually put a little bit like that. I don't know if I really want to go all out with like makeup and the way things are supposed to be done, because, I mean, the character's kind of been through a little war and back, so, I mean, she's not going to look all pretty. I do feel that the chin area might be slightly colored differently, because I did have the head was a little bit bigger, and I kind of moved it up quite a bit because I didn't like how the face was shaped, so I kind of maneuvered it around the best way that I could. But you know, I'm quite satisfied with the eyes the way they are. I'm not really gonna be making this into the big print or anything. You can see how big of a mess all this is just by when I take away layers. Okay, so I have the eyebrows on the same layer as the eyes. So I guess I'm going to go back in and try to add some of these eyebrows back in the best way that I can. And of course I can't get the same color that I used everywhere else. I didn't let anyone know that I was streaming as usual. I think I said that at the beginning. I am really not great at drawing eyebrows, and these are not going very well. Before, I used to kind of just draw shapes when I was doing like the really really stylized pictures that I would do. What is happening? Oh. Okay, so there's a shadow, which I should have known, underneath the hair. I think that's why the eyebrows got taken away a little bit in the beginning, because there's supposed to be like a shadow there. Like I'm really quite satisfied with how this is looking, except, like I said, for this mushroom over here. So I do, the last thing that I want to do is to do something with this frame, the circle around. I don't know, there's just, where is it? Right here. I could blend out the edges on each layer to see what that would look like, just to make it fuzzy around the outside. It's an option. Let's see what, that's not what I want to do. Let's see what happens. See, when everything is not on the same layer, it's kind of hard to do that. And then there's no guarantee that I'm going to actually get a decent shape, but I mean, a nice frame or something around it would be kind of neat, rather than just a black. See, I've gone and made a mess now. I could have just undone everything, I guess. What does this look like without? Is there any holes in there? See, I don't like that black, that really dark. And if I think if I put a white line around it, it's not going to make it look much better. Yeah, it's too, I don't know. What do you guys think? The white, a white outline. Maybe we can try pink. Just like a pale pink or something. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Not at all. Yeah, no, I don't like that either. pick a color from the background. No. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm working on now is this background here. I don't much like it. What I could do is I could make it thinner, and it would be just a. Let's see if I can't do that. Nope, that's not going to work. I would have to make a new one. I mean, it does look better with a white outline than it did with the black outline, but I feel that the outline is too big. Let's see. Inking. Probably not using the right tools. Someone's going to call me out on this eventually. That's still too thick. Oh my god, this is horrible. Here, whoops. I'm not going to be able to edit this now. That is not what I want to do. We want this, and we want this short, I think. Let's try uniform. Like I said, I'm still getting used to all of this Procreate stuff, so I mean, I could do it like that and just erase the outside. If I warp it, then it's just not going to be even, I don't think. And I don't really want it to be a wonky shape. Hopefully, if you're watching this stream in the future, you're actually enjoying it. I mean, that's okay, right? I just need to blend this down a little bit and blend this over and erase a few things. I mean, that thin line looks better than the big line that I had there. Why aren't you... Okay. Seeing if I do this. And right here, we'll go down and fix this layer here. And just blend this down. I mean, I think that honestly looks fine the way it is, and the white border around it kind of makes the picture itself pop just a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and erase. I'm just going to, whoops, block all that out again so I don't erase things that I'm not supposed to. And what do we have down here? We have some of the background. Now we have some of this. I'm just hoping that this is gonna, I mean, it still looks like an oval, so it still should print fairly decently. I just want to go in and yeah, I need to erase all this stuff in the back. Again, I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but of course I take the hard way. Like I said, I really do like it a lot better with that thin white border. It's going to go around the entire outside. Just, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Just to be on the safe side here. I'm probably going to have to go shortly. My husband's actually going to the grocery store, and because some things are limited, he may have to text me and say, well, hey, this is not here. What should I get instead? So, and this could be his last time going to the grocery store in a while, so, okay, so it is that layer. Well, I'm happy that I forced myself to sit down and finish this today, and I really hope Ashley is going to like it. This is not a Patreon exclusive sticker, not this month, so this will be available on Etsy to purchase. Trying to find that. Trying to find that little speckle over there, and I don't know where it's coming from. It's not that layer. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll probably call the stream done here in a second. And what is up? There it is. And I'll finish doing this off screen here. So like I said, I may go in and play around with the, I guess the skirt a little bit, but it depends. It looks like the oval's, it's, the white outline is a little bit less on that side, so I may just go in and try to make this a little bit better, but for the most part, it's done. I'm pretty sure. And, well, Nailed It Season 4 is now on Netflix. There's a notification up in the corner. But I hope you enjoyed the stream for what it was. I was streaming for an hour and 3 minutes today. If you like watching me do things like this, please let me know. And I'm going to update that last month's Patreon rewards sticker on the screen there for the next time that I stream, and put a copy of this there instead so you guys can see that. And I really do feel like my my techniques for using Procreate's getting a little bit better. When I first got this in October of 2018, I drew a cactus. It looks so amateurish. This probably does too to some extent, but I feel like my my skills have grown quite a bit since I first got the iPad and the pencil, so you can kind of you know, kind of see progression. Thank you, Pale Moony Art, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it for what it was, and I hope you enjoy the art. And hopefully in the next couple days, since this stream went, you know, somewhat decently, I'll be able to pop back on again. But it really depends on the weather and how the you know, the stream is able to perform. But I think, like I said, taking a break from Twitch for a little while until I can get my sanity back from that. But I'm just going to sign this off screen and fix this circle out here and add a couple little more tweaks, and then it's done. So thanks so much for you for joining in, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Alright, bye for now.